Hi, this is Lauren from LSP Actions, and in this video tutorial I'm going to be talking you through the shallow bowl layer option on the golden glass digital background shot by Ana Brandt. Perfect for Christmas. This is not the first video tutorial. In the first video tutorial I'll show you exactly what each of these layers are, the best practices of how to open and use this digital. So if you're just kind of jumping in now and at any point you're unsure of what's going on, please do watch video tutorial number 1, which is the overview. I'm just going to dive straight in, assuming you've watched that video. So we're going to be adding a newborn baby into the shallow bowl digital prop here, which you can turn on or off. There's also the dough bowl, the sleigh and the bucket, and also the blank layer here. So I'm going to turn the shallow bowl on by clicking in the little box next to here to switch the eye icon on. Come up here and choose place your subject here layer. Come up to file and click place embedded and locate your edited image on the computer. Make sure your image is lit from the left. If it's not, you're going to need to flip that so it matches the lighting. So I'm going to use one of these images here, shot by Justina Robles. She is just amazing at shooting for composite. I'm going to use this one here. Of course, a tushy up pose, a huck fin, a side lay, back pose, for any of those poses would work with this with the shallow bowl, but I'm just going to show you something a little bit different here. Now you can see the light is coming in from the left on this image. If it's not on your image, right click and choose flip horizontal. I like to take the opacity down a little bit when inserting a subject for digital, because it allows me to kind of move everything around and reposition exactly where your subject needs to go. So I'm just going to pop her little foot on here, I think, so the foot is resting on the rim, and let's just make this baby a little bit bigger here. And when you're happy, double click or hit enter and bring the opacity back up. The next thing you need to do is come down here, these little icons down the bottom, and choose the rectangle with the circle in the middle, add a layer mask. You notice the layer mask is white, so that hasn't changed anything when it comes to your image. So Control or Command I, that will invert the layer mask to black, meaning it's hidden the baby layer. Select a brush set to white on a medium flow, 100% opacity, and a medium to hard. And now what you can do is very carefully start painting the subject in using white. I am avoiding these the edges here, so I'm just being a little bit careful. I might even make the brush even harder so I can get a nice edge there that isn't going to be too fluffy. So first of all, I'm just going along this this blanket layer here. It's up to you if you want to do it this way, if you want to do it one of the many other ways that you can do for compositing. This is just how I like to do it. And don't worry if you go over the edge at this point, it doesn't matter having a little bit of edge in there. In fact, I'm going to get her face there, I think. And when it comes to tidying up, you can switch over to a black brush, and this will help you delete, well not delete, but hide any areas of the image that you don't wish to show. If you've got very fluffy hair, you can also use the select and mask option within Photoshop to kind of refine that hair a little bit more if needed. Or if you're adding a dog, or any other subjects like that, you can find the refine edge tool is very helpful. Now, because baby's head is floating, I'm going to add a little bit of this original fluff back in just here. But if you're adding baby in for example, a tushy up pose or a pose similar to that, you will you'll be able to just literally add them kind of behind this blanket. I thought I'd just go for something a little bit different for this one. And once you've added the baby in, next up is time for the shadows. So make sure you've got no dodgy halos, that you've really done a nice precise selection here. And then you can start adding shadows in. So select your brush on white and take the flow down a little bit, make it nice and soft. You have subject shadowing here, which is clipped into your subject layer. So you can use this to add a little bit of shading around your subject. Anywhere where a natural shadow may show. And you also have prop shading. So you can use this to add some shadowing into the prop if you wanted to. And at any point, if you wanted to edit the baby a little bit more, edit your subject a little bit more, because you've placed them in, you can simply double click. This will open your image as it was as a brand new image, and you can add some editing to this one. For example, I'm just going to warm those reds up a little bit. This is literally just a super quick, I've just added a hue and saturation, but you can use the LSP Signature Newborn Actions to do this a lot quicker. So I've just changed the reds a little bit, hit Control or Command S to save. And what this has done is save the image back to the digital background. And those editing changes have taken effect there. And at any point, if you wanted to, you can hit C or click on the crop tool, and you can crop this in a little bit if you wanted to, if you wanted to give your clients a close-up version too. The possibilities are so many possibilities with this digital background. So that's a tutorial for adding a baby in the shallow bowl. Also watch the video tutorials for the bucket, the sleigh, the dough bowl and the base empty layer. And this is available at www.lsp-action.com. I'm Lauren, thanks for watching.